morning, everyone. I'm not usually up this early, but this is a special occasion. Just making sure that's bueno. Probably would help if I shared my screen in here. That would probably give people on Discord a heads up that we are in fact live. Because right now I'm the only one in here and it's really awkward. Nintendo, why you got to do your shit so early? Like, remember when you used to have Nintendo Directs at like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., whatever? Can we go back to that? So since we got about 20 minutes, I might as well give my own predictions as to what we're going to see today. Honestly, I don't really have any expectations, good or bad. I personally think this is going to be the last hurrah for Switch 1. So, if I had to guess, I have a good feeling this is where we're finally going to... I think Metroid Prime 4 is still going to be Switch 1. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, they're going to enhance it for Switch 2. I'm not convinced. I think they're going to pose Prime 4 as, like, the swan song for Switch 1. I think we're finally going to get, like, a release date for that tonight. Or this morning, rather. I think they're saving all the big stuff for Switch 2 next week, so I think that's where we're going to get all the bigger stuff. And part of the reason why I say Prime 4 is Switch 1, and we're going to see that today, is like, if Prime 4 was really going to be like the killer app for Switch 2, would they have revealed it last year? Probably not. Like, if you're announcing, like, a major title like Prime 4, like, almost a year before, like, your next console comes out, then I actually do believe that Prime 4 is still going to be Switch 1. I do think that Nintendo could offer like some like patches for like Switch 1 to Switch 2. Like if you're playing a Switch 1 game, you might get a patch for like Switch 2. It's not unprecedented. Xbox did this with Smart Delivery. So you don't even have anyone in the YouTube chat. This is kind of nuts. Yeah, we are live. Actually, they could open with Prime 4. Like, taking Switch 2 out of the picture, that's probably, like, the biggest question right now is, what about Prime 4? Hi, Oni. How's it going? You got any last-minute predictions for the Direct? I'm very tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. You know that thing where, like, you're so excited for something you just can't sleep? That was me last night. It happens every time a Direct comes, even if I don't think there's going to be anything good. I don't know why. Same thing happens to me when it comes to road trips, actually. So, Owen, any last minute predictions? Oh, we got a couple more viewers. Nice. So, anyone in chat, any last minute direct predictions? We're about 9 minutes out. No predictions from anyone? All right, we are 5 minutes out. Two minutes out. I've kind of already said what I thought is gonna happen today. Hey, how's it going? You're so literally joining at the last second.
Yeah, sorry. I just got out of the shower. I'm having some brunch.
I don't even know if we have time to hear any predictions you might have.
What's up?
TLDR predictions, go.
Healthy.
Oh, here we go.
Some Conquer lately. Oh, never mind.
Oh, hey, yet another way to play Dragon Quest 1 and 2.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
There's like a billion ways to play on Retro
Today,
Achievements.
we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
Oh, nice.
So please tune in for that as well.
Can you bring him in, or do you need me to do that?
What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D
Oh, there we go.
from Square
You do
Enix.
that? I don't have sorry.
Another character appeared at the end. What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Escape from dire straits.
2 minutes until oxygen 0.
Help me! Please help me, Dante!
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye. Your mission is to track down Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped in a mysterious escape game.
Oh my god, we have to save Pippa!
Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts.
We gotta save her VTuber girlfriend.
Dive into a subject's
Quick.
dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable
I saw the
environment.
bunny ears and I'm like,
Everything you learn will
God,
bring
this
you
really
one
is
step
saving
closer
Pippa
to
from
the
outer
truth.
space.
Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris.
I hope
No
somebody
sleep for
does like a
Konami Date
video,
from
like when this comes
The
out,
Somnium Files
of like somebody
launches
putting
on the
Pippa's
Nintendo
lines
Switch
over
system
this game.
July 25th. Unleash the supernatural.
Oh shit! Oh man, if Wraith was here.
classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay. Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Consume darkness.
Darkness.
With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world. Where
Oh,
you're
this
greeted
is
by a yellow
the
orb
edgy
known as
Pac-Man
Puck.
game.
But who is this spherical stranger? Moored in a
Cypher
mysterious,
Pack
maze-like
2077.
world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase shift and combine with Puck to explore areas you couldn't reach before. But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove
Oh
hostile.
my god, it is Pac-Man.
When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the
Yeah,
Gaia
this is-
form to unleash powerful
This is
attacks.
the edgy Pac-Man Metroidvania that they revealed last year.
By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your
This
abilities.
feels like a Secret Levels episode if it's made into an actual.
No, this is what the Secret
Work to
Levels
uncover
episode was
Puck's
based
true
off of.
goal. And devour enemies to survive this cruel world. Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch July 18th.
Oh, nice. We got a release date for that, if we didn't before.
The rhythmic march begins.
Oh my
Remasters
god!
of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
It's like an edgy anime.
Play your
type
drum
shit.
to the beat.
I thought
and give
Sony
different
owned
commands
this!
To the Patapon army. For example, Pata 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 Pon advances them forward, while Pon Pon Pata Pon has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever
Hold on,
mode
I gotta
and
look
get
this
a big
up.
boost in power. From the horse-riding Kibapon to the shield-savvy Tatepon, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes.
Yeah, this was originally published by Sony, so...
Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
yeah. If this
Leave the
means
Patapons
Sony is
and march
making
forth.
more of their
When
library...
Patapon 1+2 Replay launches on Nintendo Switch July
Yeah,
11th.
it's owned by Sony, so... I guess this is how we get, like...
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Yeah, I guess... This might be, like, what
First cropping up on the
Sony
Nintendo
might be doing.
DS
They might be
system,
having other
this
people, like,
immersive
release
farming
the
and
game,
life sim
release
has
their
no
backlog.
shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals.
Not gonna... Honestly, like...
Then sell your produce and other
If
wares at the
Patapon, of
town's
all
weekly
things,
bazaar.
is getting, like, released on, like,
As
other
bazaar
systems,
sales grow,
I think that's
you'll
actually a
help the
pretty good
once
sign for, like,
famous market
other,
regain its
like,
former
older
splendor.
PlayStation games.
Honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
And maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze.
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
People like farming games.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series. Next, please take a look at this.
Yep, Metroid Prime 4. This was like the one thing I predicted that we were gonna see here, and like the one prediction I made was that this was still gonna be like Switch 1. And holy shit!
This is the unknown planet Vuros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this
Retro
planet
Studio
that she
still
was
makes games,
unexpectedly transported
says
to,
Shadow.
Yeah.
Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike. As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Excuse me?
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors.
He's got
They also
shine.
allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind. But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Shadihara Teras Nantanaga Shakaran.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Lakin Takalalech Ashadihara Intentina Garanshe.
Captain Falcon! Ooh.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus's new psychic abilities. Okay, let's move on to some more headlines.
Not even a release date.
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the newest potionista of the cursed cafe, you'll craft concoctions for Disney villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations. The potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Summon a spellbinding adventure. Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic circles to perform rituals, fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster.
Oh man, if Silky was here, she'd
There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items.
Give it up his
Plus, up to
perspectives.
4 players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets the archipelago holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Upgrade your cane with a...
Celebrate the 40th
titanium
anniversary of
rod so you can
Gradius with a
bash your
collection of
enemy's heads
arcade
in.
shoot-'em-up games from across the
Gradius.
series. Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Excuse me, what?
Gradius Origins launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Battle to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remix stages, and global leaderboards. Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Let's see what's in store. Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series.
The one person who would be excited about this isn't even here.
Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist.
They can catch
And
the bug,
arrange
don't worry.
plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need your help. Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Pokermans.
Oh man, I better get this game before the fucking scalpers get it.
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City. To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here, but they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops. People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls, the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament.
You can even find some Pokemon on
The
rooftops.
ZA Royale.
No, bang on, don't jump!
Trainers await in battle zones.
Oh my god!
It was flip.
Welcome to the club!
If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle.
Don't jump! Set up camera. Okay, jump now!
Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack.
You know, imagine if the actual Pokemon
During
games were
battles,
like this.
Using a super effective move at the right moment is key.
So much fun. An actual action
With
RPG
Mega
setup
Evolution,
for
some Pokemon can power
An actual
up even
evolution
more.
of what Pokemon could be.
Instead of
You'll
being
start
how
at
it is
rank
now
Z
because
and
of
work your way
extra
up to rank A.
budget time.
Trainers who reach the top are said to have a wish granted.
Oh, that's why it's called Legend Z to A. The ranking system.
Day
Of
and
course,
night
so
are
easy.
2 sides to Lumio
You
City.
gotta make it up the social
It
ladder.
seems there are even
in order to
more
be the very
secrets
best there is,
waiting to
kid.
be uncovered. What will
Make
you
it up
find
to rank.
on your
Make
adventure?
it up to rank F, and you might be able to sit in the front of the
Pokemon
bus.
Legends
Time.
ZA launches on Nintendo Switch
Why
later
the
this year.
fuck? The backseat's always so cool.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Wait, let me guess.
Please take a look at this.
Whole combat situation has been set up by some shadowy organization
Hello there.
as a way to find the strongest.
Oh my
trainers.
god!
The game you're about to see boop, doesn't have a big, epic story. Boop. But what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm
Yup,
games.
Rhythm Heaven!
Boop. You wanna see? Boop.
Better late than never!
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop. It sounds easy,
What the fuck is this mobile game gameplay?
but the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
You aren't in
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you will need to do it in rhythm. With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Get into the rhythm with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series, Rhythm Heaven Groove.
Ah,
That was Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system. Please take a look.
With game cards,
We're
you
so
can put a
viable,
game
guys.
featuring Mario in
Swear.
this Nintendo Switch system, and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the virtual game card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Oh, so we gotta buy games in the Nintendo eShop now?
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title. Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system. If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time. You can also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Choose the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
I see that they've taken inspiration from Steam in this regard.
And you're done.
Yep.
They can now play on their own system.
Took you long enough.
You can only lend
but
one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you. Making digital games even easier to use. Virtual game
like
card.
the library or getting a book from the library.
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
You, Justin Roiland, done.
Ooh, cringe.
Interesting. Neat.
Oh, hey, look, another farming simulator.
Uncover
with
history
games?
once more. An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is venturing on to Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes
No,
whose
you
fates
won't
and
fight
legacies
like
will
Gustav.
intertwine
No,
across
not
generations in this epic RPG.
Gonna be honest, I'm actually glad that there's a lot of old RPGs that are getting remasters like this.
Yeah,
Experience
same.
the original story.
I mean, it updates them for a
along with
modern.
brand new events
I mean, it
that
helps like
expand the
brings
vibrant
them up
world
so
of
like modern
Someday.
audiences can play them. But I mean, like playing the originals are still good, but
Plus,
playing the
team up
remasters
with
definitely
more
do at least
characters in
help to, like
battle.
bring awareness to the franchise and things later.
And transfer
Right,
stats to
because there
allies
are
through
some
the
people
parameter
that for some
inheritance
reason
system.
like they look at like
After
games
finishing the
older
main
than like
story,
5 years
you
old
can
and they're
test
like,
your metal and
ew.
might against even more powerful bosses.
You old, Dusty.
What histories
Hi.
will you uncover through the ages?
You
Saga
gross, dusty
Frontier
old
2
RPG stuff.
Remastered
Turn-based
launches
mechanics.
on Nintendo Switch later today.
That's the dusty
Monumental adventures await.
Oh, nice, Monument Valley.
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games.
And Monument Valley
I mean-
too.
Through isometric worlds.
I
filled
mean,
with
you could
stunning
have played this
landscapes
on
to
your phone for
manipulate,
the last like
optical
15
illusions
years.
to discover, and
But you
mystifying
didn't.
secrets to
So
unfold.
now look what we have to do to make
In
you play it.
Monument
Don't
Valley,
you feel proud of
lead the
yourself?
silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness, while outsmarting the enigmatic
I mean, these
Crow
are
people.
great games, but again, it's
Different
like
journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first
Does this
two
mean we get to
Monument
walk
Valley
through
games
MC
launch
Escher
on
paintings
Nintendo
too?
Switch
Yes.
April 15th.
that's what Monument Valley is.
Begin later today on Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore
Oh,
the world's
shit.
light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this
Damn,
summer.
we're just bringing out all the sequels, aren't we? Feel like not only can you play Monument Valley and Monument Valley 2, you can also now
Go.
play Monument Valley 3!
A brand new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving
Sony?
to Nintendo
Excuse
Switch.
me?
So, son, why are
Time
you,
your button
son,
pressed
why are you
just
doing
right.
this?
And
Is this
take
something
your
we're
shot.
going on that we're not aware of?
Perform backspin, side spins,
Son, why?
and other special shots.
Cherry is
In the
carrot.
single-player
Yeah.
challenge mode, compete in tournaments
Maybe
and
this is
face off
Sony's
against
way
a
of
range of
bridging the
rivals to
gap
become
so they
the
can
ultimate
get more of
golfer.
their games on display.
Yeah, published by Sony Interactive
Wow.
Entertainment.
Your shots to get pulled into holes.
I'm
or
not going insane.
obstacles
This is
might fall.
this is
It's golf
PlayStation
that's
on
not quite
Switch.
par for the course. Up to 4 golfers.
Does this mean we're
can
also
keep
gonna
the
have to
fairway
call this
together
stream
locally
Slacker
or in
loses
online play.
his mind over Sony games?
So just relax.
Well, the reason
And
why
get
I'm
ready to
freaking
tee
out is
off.
because if these
Everybody's
like
Golf
if they're
Hot
porting
Shots
over the
lands on
nothing
Nintendo
games,
Switch
imagine if
this year.
imagine if they say, hey, you know what? Fuck it, let's bring over Ape Escape or something like that.
Whoa.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest
Afraid of
superheroes
Sly
in the
Cooper.
fight against evil.
Yeah, Sly Cooper,
Pair
Jack.
up 2 heroes
Well,
from
maybe
the
not
roster of
Jack-
15,
Oh.
including the
Yeah,
likes
it
of the
opens the door
spectacular
for so many
Spider-Man
other, like,
and the
underutilized
ferocious Wolverine
IPs.
to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to
Gonna
aerial
be honest,
aces,
Upper meant
you
that
can
this
mix
is
and
actually
match
some
a variety
variation
of
of Marvel
heroes for an
Alliance.
amazing array of
Not.
possibilities.
And beat 'em up's still good.
And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of
I
your
think it is.
team's
I think it looks
strengths
like it's
to
made by the same guys
overwhelm
that
your
made the
foes.
recent
Plus, up to 4
Ninja
players
Turtles
can
game up.
assemble for local or
I would
online
be
co-op
shocked,
play.
honestly, because this actually looks really good.
The battle for the
Hey,
fate of
missed
the Marvel
opportunity?
Universe
Can we-
begins when
Hey, missed opportunity.
Marvel
Can we at
Cosmic
least
Invasion
make sure
Yep,
that
not
Wolverine
even
is
the same
his,
guy.
his,
System this holiday.
his exact height?
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last
God, an
game
American
announcement.
soldier and a
Please
Canadian
take a
working
look.
together? That's weird.
I thought those two would never get along.
Oh, Animal Crossing?
I'm a buckle.
What?
Tornado
Oh.
Ponzi plus than yesterday.
Oh my god, they brought back Tomodachi.
Is this the Tomodachi Life sequel that everyone wanted? I know some random YouTuber.
Dude, if this is Tomodachi Life with the Miitopia editor,
Tomodachi Life.
Oh hey, shit! Alright.
and it still has
Fine,
like,
that's
And it still has like
I know at least
Oh,
two people
next
that are
year.
happy about this.
Ew.
Did
Whoa.
you want to talk?
Mommy?
Glad that was only a dream.
I'm so glad, like, the wonky Texas You know what this means?
That was Tomodachi
We get
Life
White Sauce
Living the Dream.
Tomodachi Life
First new entry
2!
in the series in over 10 years.
Yay!
In the trailer, we saw new
Finally, we
characters
get to
living on
see
an
what
island out at
Walrus
sea.
get backstabbed by Two-Face
What kinds of
again.
interactions do you think they'll have?
Resource.
We hope you're looking
Michael
forward to
here.
it. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far. Our final announcement
impressed so
is
far.
something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Legend of
Hello,
Zelda
I'm
movie?
Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since 2011, Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Nintendo
This
News!
is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Close enough!
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well. Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
I'm not gonna need to sign up a subscription
Anyone
to
with a
see all these
Nintendo
news,
account can
right?
use the app, so please try it out.
Oh, they just said that you don't need. You don't need
That's
it.
all I have to
Oh,
share.
Convenient.
I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Huh. I wasn't lying when I said that edgy Bomberman game existed. Does anyone remember that?
Oh, hell yeah.
The
Like,
one where it's
Proton
the one
John
that's like
Proton John did tournaments of it 10 years ago.
Apparently it's like some sort of Deadpool thing where like prisoners are put in like a deathmatch, Bomberman style deathmatch.
I actually have that game. Everything got real quiet when I said that.
Well, now we know. Well, now we know what Slacker is going to be playing. Let's heal up now, don't we?
Yeah.
What game were you hoping for?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really have any expectations going into this, so... The one thing I predicted was Metroid Prime 4 getting a release date, but... We got more info, but we didn't get the release date, so...
So, Samus is apparently a psychic, and it looks like the ending cut was giving her a new suit.
Yeah, it's like... Remember
Some weird looking deep red silver looking thing with purple trim. The purple trim looks a little gaudy, but it matches the psychic energy, so I guess it makes sense.
You know what I'm imagining now? I'm imagining that one South Park episode where Cartman becomes psychic, and he goes, no, 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 no. And I'm just imagining Samus doing that.
It's just doing it
like
inside
every
her
time
helmet
she
so
uses
you
her
can't-
powers, like...
The best part is you can't even hear her doing it. Because it's inside her helmet.
No, 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 no.
Nifty. nifty. Not bad. I like them.
Pretty.
I mean, Prime 4 looks interesting. I mean, Prime 4 looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Give or take, yeah. I think it's happening. I think it would be happening next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be happening next week.
Yeah, all the exciting stuff they're definitely saving for next week.
Oh, of course they are.
Like, that's not to say that there weren't exciting things this week. Well, we got more Metroid Prime 4 info. We got a new Rhythm Heaven. We got a new Tamagotchi. That's big. Like, granted, like, 2 of those aren't coming out until next year, but... So who's ready to do this all over again next week, an hour earlier?
Me? Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
I guess until then we could probably, like, end this off with, like, predictions for Switch 2. So, any thoughts for Switch 2? Hello?
I'm at least aware that they're planning a Mario Kart, considering that was the first thing they showed when they revealed it. So, Mario Kart is going to probably be a thing. I hope that there's a track editor, but that is just me. My opinions on potential Legend of Zelda game might... Well, I mean... Yeah, you'd have to sit on that one for a minute. Legend of Zelda for Switch 2... A Legend of Zelda game for Switch 2 would be something that would be expected. Just be basing on what's going to happen and when.
Let's see. Tears of the Kingdom came out 2023. It's been 2 years. It'll be 3 years next. I don't think we're going to see, like... I mean, we could see a new Legend of Zelda this year, but I doubt it'll be a big one.
True.
I think the big reason why they showed off Mario Kart is because I think that's going to be, like, the big launch title. I think that the reason why they did all that DLC for Mario Kart 8 a couple of years ago, I think that was them going back to Mario Kart 8 to see what new things they could do with it.
A new 3D Mario game that uses the new style that they have for Mario that they set up in Super Mario Wonder. Considering that they've already looked like they're working with his model in fucking Mario Kart. It might be interesting.
Honestly, I think a new 3D Mario this year is likely.
It probably wouldn't be likely, but I mean, it's mostly just...
I say it's likely because Mario Wonder would be like... I think the 2D Mario team and the 3D Mario team are separate. Plus, Mario Odyssey was developed by the people who actually made the original Switch, so I wouldn't be surprised if the new 3D Mario is effectively like a giant tech demo for Switch 2. Kind of like how Odyssey was to Switch 1.
What else would be in the running for a very good Switch game? ZA, I would assume, is already being one that's being developed for Switch 2 with Switch 2 in mind anyway.
I think the virtual game card thing is really interesting because they said it because I think that's real. I think we should pay a little bit of attention to that because if they're mentioning you can swap games from Switch 1 to Switch 2, who's to say that you can't take like a Switch 2 game and do it between Switch 2 consoles?
I mean, I would think that would make sense if you can already swap games from regular Switch to Switch 2.
Oh, the whole lending your game thing.
Yeah, it really honestly, like, the more time goes by, the more... I think there was one thing that people noticed when the Switch 2 was first revealed, that it looked like these newer PC gaming handhelds. And now with, like, this digital lending program, or, like, the virtual game card thing, it's really hitting... I think that really hits home something that I'm starting to realize. I think Nintendo is using Switch 2 as a way to compete with, like, Steam Deck. I think that's Nintendo's new, like, true competitor now.
Considering that Steam Deck came out, has, like, these massive levels of emulation potential, alongside already being able to play your Steam library, and the fact that it can be updated to, like, play at better processing speeds, updating it like a computer, it kind of makes sense that they would want to compete with that.
Like, I'm not saying that Switch 2 is going to be like a full-out computer, but if we're getting things like mouse mode, and we're getting things like features that you would already get through Steam, then I think it's very possible that Nintendo's been taking a lot of pages from, like, Valve's playbook, and we could see, like... some Steam Deck-like features on, like, Switch.
By all accounts, with the virtual game cards and being able to lend them to other people in your group, it sounds like they're already looking to develop something like that.
There is one burning question about, like, the hardware still, though. Like, FCC filings have already shown that, like, Switch 2 is going to have NFC capabilities because Amiibo, and that the USB thing, and the USB Type-C thing up top is indeed another charging port. But we still don't know what that, like, one weird button on the right Joy-Con is.
What button? Let me take a look.
A lot of people refer to it as, like, the C button, but now in the context of, like... But now in the context of, like, Nintendo maybe taking pages out of, like, the Steam Deck and other handhelds, what if that quote-unquote C button isn't exactly as exciting as people think it is? What what if it's like the same thing as like the quick menu option on the Steam? Okay, so for those of you who don't have a Steam Deck, there's a button right below, there's a button on the right side that's below the trackpads that's like 3 dots. You push that and you get a whole bunch of like performance options. It's performance options. Actually, you know what? Let me turn on my Steam Deck to actually see like how far it goes, because it's been a while since I've looked at anything other than that. But what if like that button isn't exactly like a gimmick and it's more of a way to control like performance and like, because that's like the one big, because what's the one big complaint that everyone has about Nintendo hardware? Performance. So yeah, I turn it on, I press the quick button, the 3 dots button, I get notifications, my friends list, I got quick settings, I can adjust the brightness and the volume, a whole bunch of other stuff. That C button could just be as simple as that, and that would still be great.
If that is something they probably reveal during the Direct regarding the Nintendo Switch 2, that might be something they would want to point out, just to make sure that no one is entirely confused about what the button does.
Yeah, it's like... Like, remember how early on people... like, imagine if, like... Like, I don't want to set hopes too high, but imagine if, like, you could tweak performance settings on, like, Switch 2. Like you can on Steam Deck.
Tweaking performance settings on Switch 2 would be interesting.
Like, maybe it could be as easy as, it could be as simple as, like, hey, when you're in docked mode, put it up to, like, 4K FPS or 4K, like 60 FPS or something, but when it's undocked, it's more of like 720-30 to save battery.
Again, sounds like a lot of interesting details they would want to bring up within the Direct on April 2nd, just to make sure that everyone knows, yes, this is how this functions.
Yeah, and the reason why I think it's a software... I think another reason why it could be a software thing and not, like, an actual gimmick is because if it wasn't a software thing, they probably would have shown it off in the reveal.
Would make sense. I mean, it would also explain why there's usually better quality footage that they can get for the Directs as opposed to when they play games on the base thing outright. So perhaps the performance option may be there for a reason.
Yeah, it's like, people are guessing that this thing's going to be like $400. Which, although it's a lot, you're also getting, like, the 16,000 games already released on Nintendo Switch along with it. And... You know, actually, there is a little bit of a concern I have. Like, Nintendo said that the games transfer over. They never said anything about save data.
That might be a big red flag. Unless, of course, the save data itself is on the virtual game card itself.
It's not.
Oh.
I mean, if they're doing it through like cloud saving, like if they're going to use the cloud to somehow make that work, like that's one thing. But even if they do make the save formats compatible with each other, like that still like means you have to manually move it over, which nobody wants to do.
Yeah, because moving save data is too much of a hassle.
Yeah, that's why I love Sync Thing.
Huh. Interesting.
You know, there have been rumors that Microsoft is bringing the Master Chief Collection to Switch too. Considering we have two Sony franchises leaving PlayStation and ending up on Switch, who's to say we're not going to see God of War on Switch too?
Yeah, like the original series remaster or the
2018 one.
Ah, I see.
Interesting.
I mean, it's already on PC. You might as well.
That is true. It would be easier to sweep into everything. It would be easier to.
PC's kind of a no-brainer at this rate.
Yeah, it's
easily expands most of its.
I'm actually kind of shocked that Patapon left I'm kind of shocked that Patapon is like the first game that they did this with, because Patapon it's one of the most iconic games for PSP. I'm not going to say it's like one of the best ones, but it's one of those games that when you think PSP, you think of.
Interesting.
In fact, there is a whole revival project from the original creators of Patapon because people love it so much.
Huh. Interesting.
But yeah, if Patapon was the only game, was the only Sony-owned game that made the jump, then I'd probably say it was like a one-off thing. But the fact that Everyone's Golf showed up in the same direct, like, minutes later, that's a pattern.
And then 3 times is like, oh shit, it's actually happening.
I'm not saying that we're gonna get, like, I don't want to get people's hopes up when I say this, because Sony already has, like, their own little program for, like, backwards compatible games, but I don't know anybody who subscribed to PS Now. I think there's a good chance that Sony is looking at their older library, realizing that their modern player base doesn't care, so they're probably going to try showing them off to, like, a different player base.
Helps expand the market.
Honestly, my hope is Ape Escape finally escaping, like, limbo, but the fact that the Everybody's Golf game is a brand new entry, too, it's like... I don't think Sony's gonna go third party, But I definitely think they're going the Microsoft route of, like, not just because it's owned by Sony, that doesn't mean it has to be exclusive to PlayStation anymore. I think they're still going to keep, like, the big AAA blockbuster ones to PlayStation. But I also think that Sony has, like, dozens of franchises that can stand toe-to-toe with Nintendo that people want back. And Sony might not have faith in it, but Bandai Namco apparently had faith in Patapon. Any last words before I end the stream?
It looks, the Direct was promising. Prime 3 looks cool. I may consider buying it. I like the suit.
Alright. Ursa?
I like what I saw so far, and I can't wait to see what next week brings us.
Alright. See you next week, guys.